The Purge. The film shows the city of Stillwater, where there is a competition to eat hot dogs, and people participate in it as hobbies. And after a number of rounds, the judge announces the results, and an argument ensues between two of the participants, and the runner-up accuses the winner of cheating and tells him that I saw you leaving the sausage in your pocket, but this protest was ignored, and the winner is a man named Wayne, and they give Wayne a cheap prize, which is a $1,000 check as a prize. And after Wayne got into his car to leave, he heard a strange sound and got down to check the sound, but he didn't see anything, and during that time he saw something that he had fallen in the back seat, and Wayne tried to ask for help. But the mysterious person attacked him quickly and sucked all the fat from his body, and this thing caused Wayne's death. On the other hand, we see two FBI agents, Dean and Sam, and we know that they are brothers. During their conversation, they were informed of the mysterious death of Wayne. Then they went to a police station in Stillwater and met Officer Donna, who provided them with important information about the victim's condition. And Donna, the victim, tells them that he has severe internal injuries, including a rupture of the spleen and liver, and collapse of the lungs, and here is Dean and Wissam. He complained that the victim might have enemies. And Donna told them, maybe Jim, who competed in the eating contest, is the murderer. So the customers went to Jim's house and saw him coaching an eating contest. During the investigation, the agents saw interesting things, and asked Jim about it, all of them. This is a picture of my wife, Mala, who is gypsy and made for me talismans for good luck. Meanwhile, Sam went to the bedroom and saw Mala's bag, and I think he used the bag as evidence, so he decided to take it without permission, and they left. Once they arrived at the hotel, Dean and Sam decided to check the contents of the bag. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door, and Mala came to the door, and he was coming to return his bag. But surprisingly, how did Mala know that they were in this place? Here, the investigators asked Money, and here the shock came to her that she had a relationship with Bowen, and they met on a number of occasions, and she admitted that she used his bag to bless Wayne, so that he might win every competition he participates in. And Mala's plan was to divorce Jim and flee with the prize money to the city of Orlando. Here, the clients were shocked by this talk. Then we see a local health club, and I had a woman working late hours and she was completing her gym routine, and I went up on the scale to measure his weight, and she contemplated the loss of some of her its weight, but you see its same weight and it never changes. Meanwhile, the mysterious figure approached him and watched him with every move, until she hit him from behind and knocked him unconscious and seemed to suck his body fat. The second day, Dean and Sam arrived at the scene of the crime, and they noticed a similarity between this victim and the previous victim, and they lost weight in a forced way, and the clients discovered a strange mark on the woman. Here, we see Dean and Sam in the hotel, and Yano discussing the results of their arrival. Dean talks about the suction mark on the back of the owner of the hall, and says that she has dramatically lost weight in the recent period. Then they decided to search for more information, and the two of them left for the same spa, and this resort has a mysterious way to lose weight without following a diet or exercising. And here Dean and Sam sue themselves are two personal trainers, and they are looking for jobs, and they say that we have years of experience in this field. Fortunately for them, Larry and his wife decided to believe their story and welcome them and wanted to explain to them about the resort and the services they provide. After a short conversation, Larry and his wife Martesa decided to hire Sam as a trainer, and appointed Dean to work in the food services department. Then we see the officer, Donna, in the spa. She wants to rest, and she has settled the schedule of cupping sessions with Martesa. Martesa eats it. Even celebrities choose this technique because it removes toxins from the body. Suddenly, Martesa emerges from a savage hose and begins to suck Donna's body fat. Then we see Dean working in the kitchen and preparing meals. Meanwhile, Sam finds himself in an embarrassing situation, and Jan is training people on yucca. This is the perfect opportunity for him to gather more information. Sam watches the trainees and is shocked because he saw everyone counting the signs of suction on their backs. Here we go back to the kitchen, and Dean is hungry and holds a bag of sweets in his pocket. He went downstairs and wanted to eat, but whoever finished felt a strange feeling and wanted to get dizzy. This indicates that I ate a large dose of sedatives. Before he faints, Dean calls Sam's brother and asks for help. Then Sam arrived in the basement and saw Dean sleeping, and after knowing the food that Dean ate, Sam angrily confronts the cook and tries to claim his innocence, and after Sam gets angry, the cook eats him. I am forced to put a number of supplements to eat based on Larry's orders. And Martesa. Then we see Sam and Dean going on a pilgrimage with Donna, and Gant is happy because she lost 10 kilos on her first day at the Canyon Spa. She tells them that I trust the resort and my husband abandons me. Because Janat is fat and I love food so much, I feel beautiful and desirable again. With Sam and Dean, we must focus on the mysterious relationship between the spa and the Yano murders, which they are investigating. the subject of suction, and Donna revealed to them the place of cupping the sutta. They inquire about the food that made me in debt. And Donna tells them that I ate from it before the session. And they reach the conclusions that Marteza is the suspect behind the murders. On the other hand, Marteza and Larry discovered that Sam and Dean are secret agents, and this thing caused them to panic and decided to get rid of the evidence as soon as possible. So Marteza decided to get rid of the evidence in the waste basket filled with the extracted fat. But at the same time, he entered the debt of Sam and Alco, who was arrested by Marteza in the act. After he was arrested, Marteza decided to be frank and tell them that I am a Pishtico creature that sucks fat, but that I am not a murderer. And she tells him that I am just a parasite and intends to harm anyone, and that I am coming to help people want to lose weight, and Dean questions him about the murders. The guilty party is Alonzo, his younger brother, who works in the kitchen. Meanwhile, Larry confronts Alonzo about his actions and demands that he leave the resort immediately. This made Alonzo angry and kill Larry. Here, the news of Larry's death reached Dean and Sam, and they told Marteza. Marteza was saddened and devastated. Most of the people who asked him told them about the story of his brother's presence in the spa. But one day, Alonzo wanted to kill a customer by extracting an excess amount of fat from his body, so Marteza felt that his brothers were a danger to people's lives and that he was a ticking time bomb. So I decided to let Gene Alonzo work in the kitchen and feed him on fat, and whoever Marteza prevented him committed a series of crimes against me. Here, Dean and Wissam Majan counted them as a second solution other than chasing Alonzo. They tried to inquire about the whereabouts and quality of life, and Janet Marteza also wanted to take revenge on his brothers because of the murder of his wife. Here, Dean and Sam went downstairs to find Alonzo, and while they were advancing, they saw bloodstains on their way. In the end, they entered a room and saw the corpse of the chef, and his throat was severed from him in a brutal way. Dean and Sam were disgusted by this sight. So they decided to continue exploring, but suddenly Alonzo attacked Sam. And he tried to absorb his body fat, and here a religion appeared and cut Alonzo's throat and ended his life. After that, the police arrived at the resort to deal with the corpses. Meanwhile, Sam confronted Marteza and told him that I had lied to the police about my illegal work. Marteza thanked him, but Sam told him that you must return to Peru, because there she will be a town and she will live a happily ever after. Marteza Gant was nervous because of this idea, because she came to the United States to live out her dream, but after much thought, she agreed. Here the film ends and the brothers return and make a pilgrimage for their love life. And Tunisians. The end. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.